How do I look? Do I look okay? My glasses okay? Everything okay? It's a little early in the morning. It's like 7, that's not even 7:30 in the morning. And this woman has the audacity to come down here and want me to make a video. Well, all I can tell you, I spent most of the night putting up with Now don't start on me, okay? I mean, just because a friend that I've known for 7 years who's having a birthday and decides that since his girlfriend is not in love with him like he's in love with her, that he's gonna start smoking and drinking. Well, he quit smoking. He told me. But I offered him a beer and he said, yes. I said, what? Yes. I gave him a beer. And then, we sat around and we watched the horse race and, what was that? Belmont Stakes. Yes, and he said, well, this horse is going to win, that horse is... See, you have to realize that Jack has been around a lot of horses, and horses fronts and horses batutes. But that's beside the point. So he's having a birthday party, and I don't know it. And he said, well, you notice this beer can is empty? And I said, really? I said, Jack, are you going to really start drinking again? Yes, well, I am. Because I am in love. I love this woman. I love her. I want to marry her. I love her. I want to marry her. I said, Jack.
How old is Jack?
He's older than I am, so that's younger than you. That makes him older than dirt, but not quite
Oh,
as...
in his late 70s.
Right. I said, what do you want to get married for? I mean, it's... Well, I guess he's getting lonely, and anyway. So we had a little party, and the party was basically watching Jack drink beer, and well, if you'll see the first part of this, the couple minutes of that will explain why this is happening. It got so bad at one time, I called this woman up. What? I said,
at 9 o'clock at night. That's a long time after the Belmont Stakes.
That's right. I said, you gotta come down here and help me. I don't know how to get this guy out of my apartment.
He said, come down here now.
Well, I figured I was trying to... Was that too forceful? And because I needed help, I said, don't, Jack. And if you're not even looking around and stuff that he knocked over and broke and crap like that. I said, get down here and help me now. So what you have to do is, I really understand people who have a very limited vocabulary, like both of us have, very limited, Anything over this in the Oxford Dictionary I can't handle, it's this. So anyway, his vocabulary is F this and F that, and can't get through more than a couple sentences. See, I can get her out of here right now on camera if I go bleep bleep and bleep your bleep and bleep. Now bleep your bleep out of here, see? Now with Jack...
The F word, I turn and leave.
That's
especially coming out of Jack's mouth sober. So when I saw him drunk, Nothing but
I never saw
nothing
him
but
run.
the F word came out
Well,
of
see,
his mouth.
Why do you think I said, get down here and get down now and help me? No, she walks in and she goes, well, I'm out of here. And, oh, God, there I am, stuck with Jack for the rest of the night. And that wasn't a problem, because he slept on his futon before, you know, and that's where he ended up being for the rest
Yeah,
of the
but he
night.
called me twice and said, what am I gonna do?
Well, that's right.
He just crashed to the floor, broke my stuff, and I said, honey, I think he's passed out. How am I gonna get him out of here? Because by that time, you know, he had kept up with Jack and so I said, well, why don't you just leave him there and let him sleep it off, then maybe he'll get up peacefully and go home. He said, I can't sleep. I said, that was the third phone call. The third phone call I said, you're not going to call me all night, are you? Because I'm not going to answer.
See, that when you have a companion and a friend like this, as the old statement goes, you don't need any enemies, right? You get friends and companion like this. So I'm not going to drag this on forever, because the first couple of minutes you'll see a guy.
No, you're not going to, I'm not going to be a party to you putting FFF up on anywhere.
Well, I didn't know.
I think you get the picture
No,
just
well,
by him telling
No,
you.
wait a minute. I haven't played it back, all right?
I don't even want to see it. I know. I saw enough last night to last me forever of him drunk, and what came out of his mouth was like,
Yeah, but that comes out when he's basically just being.
but he couldn't be stopped.
I know.
When he's
That's
sober,
the problem.
he will stop until I get out of the room, but
That's what
Drunk.
I mean. See?
he wasn't going to stop for anybody. It was just
Whee!
non-stop obscenity.
It's true.
But the ironic thing about it all, and the reason why, one of the reasons I wanted him to do this video is because I had made up my mind that I was going to start making some videos away from him, because he's been sabotaging my videos too often. He's been belligerent, irritable, rude, and so I thought, well,
Bleep you and bleep the people that you bleep for.
see, when
I bleep myself
when his
out,
drinking
don't I?
gets to the point where he's not an asset as sitting here, then I got to do something else. I can't let him sabotage my videos by his behavior.
That's true.
And that's what I
will
was
admit
going
that.
to,
I have sabotaged every one of those videos.
no, you didn't sabotage every one of them. If the subject happened to,
Well, see, I used to be a lot better at sabotage. You didn't know I was doing it. You weren't
Oh, I
paying
didn't. I
attention.
don't know.
But then you started paying attention and said, and that's when I stopped making any more DVDs, because you started paying attention. So I said, I'm not going to make, I only have 50 or 60 of them out here now, so I'm not making any more. She's catching on that I'm sabotaging her video. So getting back to what happened last night, or as she likes to say, get to the point. Well, the point is this. I think that after you stop drinking for like 30 or 40 years and smoking, and you start up because you're in love,
Oh,
no, let's face it, people who are in love do bizarre things. Don't we know that?
mm-hmm.
And you think you're in love, and if you think you're in love and somebody else is not thinking you're in love with them, then you got a real problem. The problem is I love you, and the other person goes, get the hell out of here, what are you talking about? Oh, that makes me love you even more. And then when the other person starts going, well, bleep you and bleep the people you wrote in on, then you're really in love because they're talking your language, right?
So anyway, he relies on me too heavy to make a point if he doesn't. And he's meandering enough, and his drinking has affected, as far as I'm concerned, has affected his thinking enough that he has a hard time making a valid point. A valid point. I mean, something that people could respect. I mean, he can be very funny, he can be insightful, but drinking as much as he does, that's getting harder and harder. And so, you see me on this video, and I have let him freely, yes, here's part of the carnage,
Yeah.
the broken, the broken cup, the
Yes,
broken
yes.
pottery. Here's
Just,
the glasses that got broken. And, but,
if you can't have a party, what the hell?
yeah, well, see, he's still got this juvenile attitude toward birthday party. Oh, any excuse to drink. Well, that's fine.
No, wait a minute.
Fine,
I don't have
fine.
any excuse to
But
drink.
I'm going to take him off my videos now. I'm going to try, because he's showing so much disrespect, so much alcoholic behavior, that I decided he's a liability rather than an asset.
That's right.
Doesn't matter how smart he is.
And now that
So I told him to make this video, since this is for his channel, and so we could discuss and I could show you. You know, he doesn't interact with many people, but usually it's something like this. This is the fourth time
what are you talking
he has
about?
entertained somebody at drinking, and then he's had to ban them from the house and scream that he was being attacked. This is the fourth episode. And that means that's only the 4 people that he has invited into his life and partied with. And each time he's called me and told me what terrible thing was going on, and I'd be supposed to come and look at it. And
Well, actually, I made another video earlier this week, and you sabotaged my video. Remember that? You said,
I tried to rescue it. It was impossible because he was
See, there you
meandering along. See, and he knows he needs something else to interject. So he decided.
I was trying to be nice, and I couldn't figure out how to get to it. But when I got to it, you couldn't take the compliment. So I'm going to do another one, but after this. But I have to tell.
What does
I
the
have to-
compliment mean if it's accompanied by behavior that's sabotaging? Looks bad. You know.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. I really don't. The reason is because
he has no
whatever
idea. He has no idea.
you use words that I don't make it.
Well, look what happened
sabotage.
to Jack. After he'd had enough beers, he went completely out of his mind. Well, don't you think that you have any kind of reaction to alcohol that's similar?
Well, of course.
Just depends on how much you've had to drink
I know.
as to whether how sane you act,
No, that has nothing
how
to do with sanity.
destructive you are.
It's nothing to do with sanity. If it did, politicians would all be dead. But that's beside the point. I want to tell you one.
And here Jack inflicted this on you, and now you're going to limit him to 1 beer. Well, I wish that I could limit you to 1 beer. But no,
I
nobody
can't-
can limit him. It's his own house.
I can't
it's
even
his
get
own
1
freedom.
beer now wait a minute. Let me tell you this, and then let's finish this off. All right. And then we'll do another one and put it on mine, and I'll tell you how
This
much.
is yours.
That's what I said. We'll do another one, and we'll put it on my channel. It doesn't have to be today because
This is your video that I'm making, and I'm discussing what happened last night that you drugged me into.
Well, there's a couple of things.
And
There's a couple of things that you don't know about, or maybe you do. You haven't told me about.
what is that?
Well, the bloody murder on the 11th floor.
Who?
She thinks she knows what's going on in this place, but she don't.
Oh, that was where Jack lived, right?
Nah. This is a guy that was just moved in, and remember when you said the other day there are 3 police cars here?
Yes.
Guess what?
Murder?
I'm looking forward to seeing it on the ID, this ought to be a pip.
Oh,
Blood
who did
all
he-
over the place.
Who did he
and,
kill? One of the residents or somebody outside of here?
I wouldn't want to sabotage and tell you. But other than that, our little this complex is pretty nice. You know, it's no big deal, but that's what happens. And I will keep you posted. And the police might, want to talk to her because she knows. So anyway, that's basically it, and all I can tell you is that if you're not used to drinking, or you know that somebody tells you that when you drink you get really stupid, drunk, and nasty and violent, and want to punch people out, don't drink. Do some other kind of drug, but don't do that, because it's not good. It's not good for people that you like.
Well, this sounds like that he can drink. Well, there's a price to your drinking too, and you're just going to have to pay it.
That's right. I have no liver, no life.
And you've been kicked off of my videos.
I don't consider that to be a bad thing.
Oh, right. You don't like the subject matter. You don't agree with me. So why should you even be there?
Well, we
You've
talked about
gotten
this
so
before.
hostile that I can't have him there. And I'm coming on here because usually it takes me to help him make the point. Well, I don't know whether I'll be on his. If I'm not on it, he won't even make one.
Well,
Because
what-
he'll just make something where he's drunk and he'll be
What was
meandering.
the point?
Well, I wanted to make it in the carnage of your last night's party with your buddy, and
Right.
which you dragged me into a very unpleasant situation.
What made you think I
Extremely
liked it?
unpleasant.
What made you think I liked
Yes,
it?
but you're the one that set it up. You're the one that
I
gave
haven't
him
set up
beers.
anything.
You're the one that has
No, wait a
drunken parties.
Now, wait a minute.
I don't have drunken parties and inflict you on them. You get a lot more sane person in me than I get in you.
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
Because you will fight to the death, even if it doesn't make a lot of scientific American facts.
Yes, and he's always drunk. So he's finally been drunk enough and hostile enough, and that I'm kicking him off.
Okay.
So from now on, when I want to make a video on a subject, especially political or one of my causes, I'll just go out of here and make it.
Is that a promise or a threat?
It's a promise.
All right.
It's a promise.
All right.
And you will not be there. So it's just come to that, and I don't know if I'll be on any more of his videos because it's more or less a mockery of sobriety, and he claims that, like he told me, well, the reason why he likes me is because I don't come into his apartment and go insane on alcohol. He don't like alcoholics.
No,
They're always going insane on me.
I did not say that. I never said that at all. I said, what I like about you is you come into my apartment and you don't drink any of my alcohol. There's a big difference.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference. He doesn't have to deal
You're
with
cheap.
an alcoholic person.
You're cheap. That's
oh,
right.
No, that's not just it. It's the fact that I'm sane, which you were not last night, and neither was your friend, and you drugged me into it. I could do nothing but turn around and leave because he was out of his mind and you were out of his mind to be sitting here partying with such an individual, drinking, feeding him beer all afternoon. How many beers did you give him? And he went
I don't
insane.
think that's any of your beer.
Yeah.
There you go.
So now I come down here and my companion, my lovely companion, is sitting in the middle of his chaos, broken
yes.
crockery,
All right.
broke.
All right.
And he called me the last I heard from him last night was him practically, I'm going to call the police. I'll call the police.
Wait. All right. That's enough fun for today.
Thank
My
you.
God, it's almost, what time is it? Almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Holy cow. All right, now this one's going on my, but another one is coming up.
No.
Not
Let's
today.
not talk about.
Not today. But I am going to spend 15 minutes, and she's not even going to be here. I will just tell her how great she is. And if she shows up,
Thank you that I don't have to be here.
well, I don't have to be on your other ones either. So
What good does it do for him to tell me how great I am when he keeps right on being the obnoxious person that he is while drinking? He doesn't think he's obnoxious. Well, it's not
Well,
all out obnoxious
well,
like your friend got last night, but
yeah,
it's
that's true.
obnoxious
I
enough.
know, it is. It's